okay? So once again, I'm going to give that analogy with the tree. I don't describe it very well, but I'm just going to try. So when you have a tree, okay, the tree has to deal with inclement weather. It has to grow in a place where there's a lot of wind, where there's a lot of rain, where there's a lot of just, it has to be exposed to the elements for the trunks to become stronger, for the tree to learn to grow straight. And so adversity is the stuff of life, okay? It fortifies us. It makes us stronger. So arguments within the relationship serve the same purpose in that it strengthens the relationship. It allows you to stand your ground, and it allows the other person to stand theirs. And it allows the two of you to learn to compromise, to learn to work around each other. It strengthens the relationship. So every relationship requires a healthy dose of arguments, disagreements. Okay? And the reason why I say this is we have the Five of Swords, which is bickering. So you see this card, there are 3 chickens, and it's clucking. You know how when the chickens just cluck? It's very irritating. It's very annoying. And at the end of the day, it's just clucks, just noise. No one is really hearing one another. But it's joined up here with the Two of Cups. And this is a reminder for us this holiday season when we're dealing with like a lot of people, when we're dealing with coworkers, office parties, family gatherings, meeting everybody from, friends and relatives and who they're dating, keeping everybody's uncle's names and aunt's names straight. We're in this environment where we're not going to get along. And I keep hearing this as well. The topics of politics and religion will come up. And, it's such a hot trigger topic nowadays. So we're not always going to get along. But we don't have to get along. With this Two of Cups here, it's a gentle reminder for us that, we're not human unless we have strong opinions about things, right? Unless we can think for ourselves and unless we know what we believe in and what we don't believe in, what is total rubbish. And so it's really telling you to pick your battles because the Five of Swords is mindless bickering. Whereas the Two of Cups is about camaraderie. It's about calmness and tranquility and compatibility. So pick your battles, but at the same time, a healthy dose of conflict, if we don't take it personally, is very good for fostering solid, strong relationships. And, Libras, you guys are the gentlest signs of the zodiac. I feel like you guys and Cancers are very gentle, are very kind, loving people. You're also very conflict avoidant. You will stand up for the things that you believe in, but you don't want to argue with somebody, especially if they're not very knowledgeable. You don't want to waste your time. And then you also don't like it when other people argue, okay? It ruins your vibe. It ruins the ambiance, and it makes you uncomfortable. And so I would say, being around this environment might not be all that bad because I feel that some things need to be addressed. Some things need to be kind of brought to the surface and talked about so that we can fortify our relationships, okay? It's sort of like with family members. It's a love-hate relationship, right? We get, you can't live with them, can't live without them. There's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of bickering. They know how to push your buttons. But at the same time, there's, unconditionally, there's a lot of love. So it's one of those situations where take the good with the bad. That's life pretty much, okay? So there's this person here where, you can't get along, but it doesn't diminish the love, okay? And then I have another person here that is very loving, very attractive, very beautiful. And it's showing up here as the Empress. This is somebody with children. This is somebody you might have children with. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is possibly like the beginning of something. So for some of you, you might be contemplating, going after somebody that you're really interested in. You might not have children, they might have children, and so you're kind of like, slowing your buying your time or pondering and, like if this is a good thing to get involved in. Give me just 1 second. Sorry about that. So I was talking about this person right here, and I feel like, they have a really good heart. So it's showing up as the Empress. This is the caretaker, the nurturer, the giver. This is someone who's also very attractive. They're beautiful or handsome. They take good care of themselves, not in a vain, way, but they're very presentable, okay? And I also feel like they're very good with animals. They're very good with children. When people are good to animals and are good to children, they're just a good person. Okay? So I feel like you and this person might be on the verge of either tying the knot, taking a relationship, like, somebody asking somebody, approaching someone to ask, they could be approaching you, you could be approaching them, for like, hey, do you want to go out for dinner? I'm interested in you. So like there's some type of an offer coming through with this person here. And then I also feel like, you might be single without children. They might have children. You might have children. They might be single without kids. There is definitely an age difference, okay? So I'm seeing like this could be, that hostess at the diner. You might be a little bit older and you're interested in her or him. Or the other person, one person is older than the other. So there's an age difference here that I'm sensing. And I feel like it is a very good match. And I feel that, if you're the one without the children, their children are very well behaved and they will embrace you like family. They will treat you like family. They will, invite you into the fold. Okay. So I feel like there is a potential here for a really good relationship. I also feel as well, these two characters can be enmeshed or can be the same person. But just because there are occasional conflicts and just because you can't get over this one thing, it doesn't diminish the love in this situation in any way. All right? I feel like some of you are thinking about, traveling, spending like a large amount of money traveling as a unit, traveling as a family. So you're possibly saving up, like measuring out your coins, measuring out your pentacles, saving up so that it's like you've been planning this and you want to do like an extravagant getaway. And I also feel like you might be doing this with your whole family, with siblings, brothers, sisters, mom, dad, grandparents even. Like it's an extravagant type of a trip, a get-together, a getaway. And I feel that it's going to be picture perfect. Okay, I have here the Ten of Pentacles, generational wealth. It's resting on top of the Justice card. So I feel like, generosity, everything will be balanced out if there has been squabbling. And, at the end of the night, when everyone's a little bit tipsy from the food and the wine and the drinks, and everyone takes that family photo, it's going to come out great. So I see a lot of togetherness, a lot of, camaraderie, and just a tremendous amount of love here coming through from this spread that indicates to me, no matter what, it's going to be fine. And so what I also feel as well, when I saw that man kind of talking about, every time around every year around this time, it bothers me. I'm getting an image of snow, okay, like the cold, the snow. It could even be the month of December. Something happened last year around the month of December where somebody exited the picture. I feel like somebody exited the picture. And then this month in December, I feel like they might have also exited the picture. and you're missing this person. For some of you, this could be a fire sign, a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo. We have the King of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the King of Wands. So this is the fire sign. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. And the Five of Pentacles. Leaving the picture, left out in the cold. There might not have been a lot of communication between you and this person. You're looking at them, wondering, thinking and wondering what they're up to. They're thinking and wondering about you, what you're up to. For many of you, this is like a relationship that never got off the ground. Misconnections. I feel like the other person had to do something to get their career or their work in order. I also feel like you had things in your life that was preventing you from being in a relationship with this person. Okay? And I do sense for many of you, you might be in another relationship and you admire this person. I feel like the feelings are very mutual. You like them, they like you, but for whatever reason, they were going off to pursue their career. You might have been in another relationship and you couldn't be with them. So the feelings are felt, but I feel like out of the sense of responsibility and morality and ethics, nobody did anything because they didn't want you to stray. You also didn't want to stray. And so there was like a missed opportunity here. And I feel like, there's a thing here about timing and seasons and December. So whatever happened, last December, it's bringing back the same sense of abandonment, the same sense of nostalgia, the same sense of lack, and the same sense of like lacking communication, lacking in communication, not wanting to be on the outs with this person anymore, being a little bit as well, I want to say like, it's stirring up a pain, okay? It's stirring up like a discomfort, a pain. And you wish that it wasn't there. You wish that it wasn't there. You wish that you could find a way to, it's like, it's a recurring thing. So like it comes back in very unexpected ways. There might be symptoms, there might be things that trigger it, there might be, communication from the person, or even thinking about this person, or thinking about the time you spent with this person in December last year, in December this year. So there's an element here about, cycles, something being very cyclical. It's recurring, it's coming back. And especially for those who are single, it might be a really good time for you to contact this person and reach out, because they're looking at you, you're looking at them, and I do feel this tremendous sense of longing, missing, wanting, and it's not like a passionate sexual way. I feel like there's a lot more depth to this. It's an emotional connection. Okay, where like in their presence, you feel whole. You feel like you're on top of the world. And so if you're single and if you want to reach out, it is a really good time for you to reach out, because I feel like they're looking at you and they're wondering what you're up to. And so a hello would go a long way, okay? I'm also feeling as well, for some of you, you might be in a relationship, or somebody might be in a relationship and they're admiring you. They're not doing anything about it, but there's also this tremendous sense of passion. Ace of Wands, okay? New beginnings, a newness, like a spark. Just imagine you're in like a dark cave and you can't see what's ahead. You can't see what's behind you. It's dark. It's a little bit damp. You're not able to perceive like where you're going. And then all of a sudden there's a match, and then a spark, and then a torch, okay? And it brings light and it brings visibility to this dank and dark cave. That's what this card represents. It's like I once was lost, and now I can find my way. Now I can see. That's what it feels like to me, because there's a spark of passion here that somebody is coming in, igniting in your life, or you are coming in, igniting this spark in somebody else's life. And once we have been ignited, you know, matches are like single use, right? So it denotes to me this is like a once in a lifetime, or this is like something that is very extraordinary. Something that is very unique, something that comes once in a lifetime, something that brings us, you know, into a new sense of being. And so I feel like the presence that you have in somebody's life, whether or not you are aware of it, it is very transformative. And keep in mind, it is single use. So it's like they can't find another one like you. You can't find another one like them. And without this person's presence in the picture, life is just not the same. And so if you're dealing with this energy and you're not really sure what you should do,